Can you deal without having a screen on your streamer? If the answer is yes, and you care more about construction, build quality, integration, function, and you could care less about some fancy touchscreen with VU meters flying all over the place, and you want a streamer that is absolute performance and quality, you're going to want to take a look at this. Let's talk about it. I'm going to show it to you guys right now, and it's going to be one that you want to put on your list and take a look at for sure. All right, so that was just kind of a general look at the DENAFRIPS ARCE streamer. I've got it actually right here. If you guys look at this thing, it is similar to the size of their ARES 2 streamer. It's actually like identical. I think they may even use the same case. And this thing's super beefy, really, really good build quality, just like all of their stuff. You got these nice cone-shaped little feet with the nice little rubber ends on them. When you guys get this, make sure you check this switch here that it is switched to the right power setting, because you can just, who knows, could come from the factory the other way. So just make sure you do that. But yeah, that's the guy. The button feel is standard kind of DENAFRIPS style. It's got that little snap, that little push to it. Feels really, really substantial. When you choose one of these settings here, your Rune or your I2S, you got that. You got your network and your local. However you have this set up, there's these little teeny lights that light up above there. And they got the nice little icons there. You've got your setup. And different sources you can choose. It's got the nice ARCE logo there. On the back, I think it feels pretty substantial. The only thing that I didn't like, this USB looked just a little bit cheesy to me. You can see, let me see if I can get the focus for you. You can see, come on, there we go. See how that USB just isn't quite big enough? Like, it's not tall. Like, it should be just a little bit taller. So that was a little bit of a, kind of felt a little chintzy there to me. But you can see you've got all the connectors like we talked about, optical. You got your I2S that everybody's freaking out about. You got your coaxial, your XLR. You know, if you have a Terminator clock, or you have some clock that you want to run this thing to, you've got that connectivity too there. And then your Ethernet, and you can do little mini SD cards if you've got stuff going on there. Optical, but overall, there she is. That's the girl, and I like it because I have the DENAFRIPS ARES 2 DAC still that I really like, and so that pairing, of course, they're built for each other. I mean, these companies build this stuff to be used with the like equipment. So obviously, you pair this with an ARES 2, and you're going to get some nice synergy. So let's talk about how this thing sounds. If it sounds like anything, and how it performs, and then we'll get into some of the ways that we used it in our thoughts, and we'll close this thing up. Okay, before we get there, we're going to jump into a little album of the day. Boom, here we are. You guys got to check this out if you have not. We all love male vocals. We like that robust richness and that life that comes out of the male vocal when it's playing in a soundstage. And this is a exceptional example of male vocal solo. Beautiful imaging, the life and passion that comes out of Gregory Porter. Liquid Spirit's the name of the album. I got the 10th anniversary. For all you streamers, you can stream this. It's on every single service. No Love Dying is fantastic. Hey Laura is probably my favorite song of all times. I could literally play Hey Laura 30 times in a row, and I often do. and never get sick of it. So really cool. The 10th anniversary, you get kind of the original songs, and then they give you some kind of bonus material and some remakes. There's a bunch of remakes on his stuff. So anyway, check that out. Gregory Porter, Liquid Spirit. I got this beautiful dual vinyl, super fantastic. Sounds awesome on my VPI and Dynavector cart, because I'm an old analog guy too. So, all right, let's get back to the ARCE. Okay, so how does the ARCE streamer perform? What streamers have we compared it to in the past? Does it really have a sound signature? There's a lot of people out there that will tell you that streamers do not have a sound. You get a sound. There's people that will tell you that DACs don't even have a sound. And that's okay. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong, change anybody's mind. I'm just here to bring you my experience. And I'm going to tell you, when I first got this streamer and I hooked it up in my system, I can't remember what I was running at the time. Oh, I was running the Orchard Audio Pecan Pi Plus Premium, which is an AKM-based chip DAC. I was actually running that, which is a very high-performing streamer and DAC. And it is also Raspberry Pi based, which the ARCE streamer is technically a modified, a DENAFRIPS kind of beefed up, modified based on Raspberry Pi kind of structure. So you're going to get that same kind of integration with your, all your different, softwares for streaming, right? It's going to be kind of that space. So we were listening to, or what we compared this to was the streaming section of the Ever Solo DMP A6 with the linear power supply, the Orchard Audio Pecan Pi stuff. We've got that. We compared with the Weems, some of the Weem Pros, the Weem Mini. We compared it with some of the streaming sections in some of our all-in-ones. So we've got the NAD M33 in. We've got the Atal SDA 200. We had some of the Access Forte stuff in. So we've been going through a lot of different gear and streamers and different softwares and stuff. The one thing that's going to be probably a deterrent, if there is any, is that it doesn't have a standalone app. So everybody's on fire about this. Ever Solo and all these other streamers that have these standalone apps and they got these screens and everything like that. This isn't going to be a space for you if that's what you're looking for. This is going to be a Raspberry Pi style-based streamer that doesn't have a standalone app. It's going to rely on third-party applications in order to utilize this unit. I'm a Roon user. It is not Roon certified yet, but Roon works on it. So you can connect and run my Roon. So I just boop right up to it. Everything was good. Roon was rocking and rolling. I didn't have any problem with anything. So some of the, just make sure you understand the connectivity and what apps and things that you can use with this thing. So that was kind of our world of comparison and some of the things that we put this up to. And I'll tell you, when I first sat down with it, I only spent a few hours with it. And coming from the Orchard Audio stuff, which is a Raspberry Pi type deal too, I didn't hear a ton of difference in the streaming section, right? When just utilizing kind of as a DAC. So but like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time with it. So I sent it to Kelly. Of course, Kelly, the golden ear, he gets it and he puts it in his system and instantly kind of reports, a little bit more refinement in the sound stage. Everything's got a little bit better naturalness to it, a little bit more refinement kind of to the presentation. And he kind of really enjoyed it right off the rip. I went over and listened to it at his house and it sounded really, really good. We jumped back and forth between a few things and you could tell the difference. It was a little bit more refined, a little bit better. It does have that I2S integration. It's versatile in that way. If you're already embedded in the DENAFRIPS world, it's a good space for you. If you've got some of these Terminator stuff or some of the other DACs, that integration is going to be really nice. That synergy is going to be really nice. I then got it back home, and I've spent the last couple days with it, kind of really just up here in the near field, really just kind of diving in and trying to get in on these tonal differences. I have a really hard time hearing the differences from streaming sections. DACs, I can pick out DACs pretty well. I got to work, but I can kind of get that DAC vibe going. Amplifiers and some of the bigger components, obviously speakers, and things like that, I can identify a little bit easier. But I have a really hard time identifying sound performance differences in just isolating the streamer section. Most of the time, what I can hear is kind of spatial cues. So the soundstage seems a little bit wider here there seems to be a little bit more space in the soundstage. The things in the soundstage seem to be just a little bit more refined. I don't necessarily hear difference in the way the things actually sound. You know, how that guitar sounds. Does it sound more real, or does it sound warmer or cleaner or darker or whatever? That's always the trouble that I find with the streaming section. So it's more about, to me, those spatial cues. So for me, it was a little bit more refinement, and a little bit better presence in the soundstage, like just a little bit more clarity, focus, and detail in the soundstage. Very little. But when paired with the ARCE 2, which is a little bit warmer of a DAC, it's not considered a clinical DAC. That ARCE 2, when I paired the ARCE streamer with the ARCE 2, that was a pretty magical pairing, because I got that little bit more refinement and clarity kind of from the ARCE streaming section, then paired with kind of that organic spaciousness and musicality that the ARCE 2 brings. That was a fantastic pairing. I really like that. I know Kelly tried the ARCE streamer on a bunch of his gear. He really enjoyed it, and kind of overall, it was kind of liked by everybody. I didn't use it in an instance that I didn't like it. Like I said, the only thing that's going to really hold you back from this guy is there is no standalone app, there is no screen. But if you were looking for a standard DENAFRIPS build, toroidal transformers, tons of capacitors, good isolation in the build, in the network, you know, a real good focus on quality components, and a good array of integration or you know, ability to attach other things to it and utilize it with other equipment, a nice small form factor, you know, a good power supply inboard, onboard, so all you gotta do is just run this power cable to it. This may be something for you. I know we really liked it. I actually got it back from Kelly, and he was like, I'm getting that thing back. Don't be sending that back to him yet. I got to get that thing back. He is absolutely in love with it. And I'm kind of on an all-in-one kick right now. I'm on this like single box NAD M33, a tall SDA 200, you know, these like all-in-ones, and I'm on this big like anti-black box kick right now. So everybody's mad at me. But Kelly really liked it, and he's super excited to get it back. And I know, for those of you that know Kelly and follow along in the Discord, this is probably his favorite streamer in the last year and a half, 2 years, maybe ever. He is actually absolutely hooked on this thing, so much so that he's actually talking about maybe purchasing this streamer. So we will see how that unfolds. I will keep you guys posted. But definitely take a look at the ARCE streamer. You know, if it fits your goals and your needs, it's going to be an awesome piece for you. If you're already embedded in the DENAFRIPS world, it's going to be an awesome piece for you. If you are expecting a standalone app and this screen and all of this other stuff, fancy bells and whistles, it's not going to be for you. So I hope you guys appreciated this review and rundown, and sharing some of our experiences with you. If you guys did not know, we are the world's only 501c3 nonprofit charity reviewer. 100% of our proceeds go to help youth musical programs that focus on mentorship through musical creation. $7,000 donated in less than a year. Directly to charity. We don't keep a dime. I appreciate DENAFRIPS for sending this over to us for review. And I'm James, your ABX audiophile, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, so if you guys hung around that long, that was a good review. I just want to kind of show you guys kind of what we got coming up for kind of reviews, and talk a little bit about my system up here, basically what we're using up here in the studio to kind of audition stuff. What we've currently got in the rack that we're still using, we've got the Shit Freya Plus with some upgraded tubes in it. We are running the Orchard Audio Star Crimson Duo. That's kind of our, like, you know, clean setup if we just want some nice stuff there. You can see we've got the Access Forte 3. We're just wrapping up its review. We're actually going to do a solo review on the Access Forte 3. We've got the ever-famed NAD M33 all-in-one up there. Really cool unit, man. You should see the back plate on that thing. So we've got that review coming up. And then one that I'm really excited about, these little guys right here, next to my KEF R50s, R500s, excuse me. These are the new Galleon Voyager transmission line speakers from our buddy Thomas over at Thomas and Stereo. We've actually got all of his amplifiers in, as well as these speakers, and I'm telling you, this is going to be a fun series to kind of go through. So we have a lot of stuff in for review. Galleon TS120, Galleon AS75, TS75, A75. We've got the Voyagers here. We've got the NAD M33 that we're doing a review on. We've got some stuff coming from Tannoy. We've got some fine speakers that we're going to be reviewing, FYNE. We have more from Bach Audio. I think they got a nice little set of floor standers, dual drivers, and that beautiful aluminum magnesium tweeter that they got. Probably about similarly sized to the KEF R500s. And so that's kind of what we got coming up. So we appreciate you guys all being here and hanging out with us. And I just figured I'd do a little bonus at the end, a little B-roll, you know, little B-roll. Oh, you want to see something cool? I got these new lights. Check this out. I got these new lights. You can control it right from an app. And literally, in real time, bada bang, make them brighter. Let's see, watch this, look. Oh, check this out. Where's this? I think there's a, where's the cop? Oh, look, you can do lightning. Just wow, we get all strobed out. Get all crazy. You can select your color profile, bada bang, confirm, changes in real time. It is pretty cool. Let's see, where's the oh, there was one where it was like cop cars or something. It was like the police were coming. Let's see, do we have that one? Oh, here, check this out. Cop cars. Look at that. Now we straight got cops. So could be getting arrested, I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, I've had enough of you guys. Get the hell out of here.